Now, the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz has quoted the External Affairs Minister Jaishankar's viral European mindset remark during the Munich Security Conference. Jaishankar, during the 17th edition of Globsec Bratislava Forum in Slovakia last year, had savagely replied to a question on India's stand on the Russia-Ukraine war and said that Europe has to grow out of the mindset that Europe's problems are the world's problems, but the world's problems are not Europe's problems.
Somewhere Europe has to grow out of the mindset that Europe's problems are the world's problems, but the world's problems are not Europe's problems. That if it is you, it's yours. If it is me, it's ours. I think that's something, and I see, reflections of that. Again, in terms of, there is a linkage today which is being made.
This quote from the Indian Foreign Minister is included in this year's Munich Security Report, and he has a point. It wouldn't be Europe's problem alone if the law of the strong were to assert itself in international relations. However, to be credible as a European or North American in Jakarta, New Delhi, Pretoria, Santiago de Chile, Brasilia, or Singapore, and to achieve something, it's not enough to emphasize our shared values. We have to generally address the interests and concerns of these countries as a basic prerequisite for joint action. And that's why it was so important to me to not merely have representatives of Asia, Africa, and Latin America at the negotiating table during the G7 summit last June. I really wanted to work with these regions to find solutions to the main challenges they face: growing poverty and hunger, partly as a consequence of Russia's war, as well as the impact of climate change or the COVID-19.
So the German Chancellor Olaf Scholz over there reiterating the comment that was made by the Foreign Affairs Minister Jaishankar at another global summit. This remark, of course, was made last year. Let's listen in to once again to what the External Affairs Minister had said.
Where Europe has to grow out of the mindset that Europe's problems are the world's problems, but the world's problems are not Europe's problems. That if it is you, it's yours. If it is me, it's ours. I think that's something, and I see, reflections of that. Again, in terms of, there is a linkage today which is being made.
All right, our senior executive editor Abhishek Kapoor now on the phone line with us. Abhishek, the remark that was made by Dr. S. Jaishankar at a summit last year is reverberating even today, and we seem to be seeing Europe perhaps now finally, embracing it.
Well, first off, the fact that the G7 is going to be in Delhi in just a few days, next week, I believe. The 25th of this month shows that I think the Germans are aware that India is important. Also, remember, the war that is panning out in Europe in many ways is a reflection of the breakdown of dialogue, and that's what Prime Minister also, for example, emphasized when he said this is not an era for war and that we should be both sides should be talking, and it would be India can facilitate. Dr. S. Jaishankar had made that specific remark in the context of European leaders and the West generally, for example, trying to prevail upon India with the request of not buying Russian oil, or for that matter, the general sanctions regime that has been put in place by the West to make sure that Russia is punished, essentially telling the world that if they cannot have a dialogue, the rest of the world has to put them in. So, for example, the food crisis that the world is facing, the fertilizer crisis that the world is facing, the fuel crisis that the world is facing, and the consequent inflation in most of the geographies of the world, owing to the war that is taking place in Europe and the fact that European leadership has really failed to come out with a modus vivendi to deal with the situation which has been in the making for a while. It's not that Vladimir Putin on the 24th of February last year just decided out of the blue that the warning signs were there for a few years, in fact a decade or so, where this war was in the making and Europe did nothing. So that's the context in which as Jaishankar had really made that comment that Europe has to really sort out its mess and not believe that the rest of the world is there to help them in that project or to be party to it. And in that context, Olaf Scholz really mentioning that and picking up those words clearly suggests that finally perhaps wisdom is dawning. Hopefully some move will happen in the direction of really getting some kind of data going between Russia and Ukraine and between Russia and the West.